the international day 2 here, and here with me Korok, player of NATO's Windsor United States Dota squad. Korok, first of all I want to ask you about the event, about your opinion about this international and about your performance in the group stage.
Okay, for the event it's very good, it's very organized. Of course, the highest level competition, everybody is trying everything they can. Every game counts. On day 1 we ended 3-1. Right now it's the middle of day 2. We played Empire, we played Vici, we lost both, but now we play IG, Alliance, and Arrow. I think we have a good chance in every game, so hopefully we can win.
But on the last day you show really good performance, rather good performance, and now you got on the top of the table of the bracket. So right now you're on the lower part of the bracket, and what happened with you? It's about enemies, or it's about your maybe some mental problems?
I think in our first game against Empire, we had the game 1, and then we picked 2 bad fights at their bottom tower. We dove, overextended, and we all died. And then we fought them, we tried to do Roshan, and then instead of taking out the Rasta before he could use his ultimates, he got his ult off, and I died before the fight started. We needed to not let that happen, and that pretty much lost us the game. Against Vici, I think we got outdrafted, and we did not play our lanes correctly. We needed good movement, and we did not have it.
What about your last event, where you could not show such a good game as you wanted, I think, and not so many experts can expect such a good game from your team? What was happened in your last event?
For the last event, we did not have very much practice before. We formed about 1 month before the event. We went there, and Fog was casting. Yeah. And because he was casting, he had to wake up at strange hours. We couldn't scrim. So we had almost zero practice. We practiced before the event. We traded some games with teams, but it was very hard, and we only had a few strategies. We took 1 game against Navi and had a very close game 3, but they eliminated us. And the reason why we did poorly was mainly lack of experience and not enough training.
Okay, how your opinion about playing in Ukrainian organization? I mean, NATO's Windsor, it's not an ordinary for Russian or Ukrainian esport to have international squads from other countries. How do you feel about it? Maybe is it something special for you?
For me, it's very special. I respect Navi incredibly. Ever since they came into Dota 2, they've been at the top, and to be picked up by them, there's a lot of respect, and we have a lot to live up to. I really want good results under their name.
Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, there is a manager of Navi. Is he also a manager of your team? No?
He's the manager of every team.
Every team, right.
But we have our own manager for our team, but we can also go to him.
Yeah, but maybe here you feel some special help from them, from manager and from Navi European squad. Do you feel some special help, support in something like that?
If we ever need anything, we can ask them for anything. They will help us with whatever we want. Yeah. So yes, they have special help.
Yeah. Also, European team has a coach, Goblak. Goblak is a coach. So maybe your team. How do you think your team can use coach in future weeks, months?
I think in the future for big lands we should get a coach. Right now we don't have one, but it's mainly because we're new and we weren't sure what we wanted to do.
Let's talk a little bit about North American esports. There are a lot of Dota 2 fans, and their competitive level, rival level against teams, and not so many experts in Europe, in Russia, Ukraine expect such a good game from North American teams. I mean, your team, Team Liquid, for example, AG more or less. So, how can you compare North American scene and maybe European and Chinese scene?
I think the European scene will always be at a step above because all the practice is centered around that time. For example, all the North American teams, we all wake up when Europeans want to scrim.
Yeah.
And so we base our practice on the European teams. We're always following them. But if we can get more teams here, we can make our own practice routine. But for now, like even EG, they boot camped in Germany, I think.
Yeah.
And it's very helpful.
Frankfurt.
Yeah, because they can play from on the European server. I think it makes a big difference to practice on, like, let's say 200 ping versus LAN ping. So for them, every game we practiced on boot camp, we played on 200 ping. It was okay, but it's not good for this event because it's, it's LAN ping here.
And what do you think about Chinese team? I mean, in that event, they are not looking so terrified as we can expect some weeks or months ago before the international. So, how your opinion about the Chinese?
I think because they separate themselves so much, the game, their strategies are always completely uninfluenced. Like, for example, Skywrath Mage and Void, I think it's like a broken combo. They don't touch it, or at least Vici, when they played LGD, they left it unpicked, unbanned, and I was very surprised. And a lot of other strategies, like Wisp and Tiny, Chinese teams, they don't pick that either. I think DK did it maybe a few times, but that's it. They're like the most Western Chinese team in my opinion. But the rest of them, they all play their standard Chinese strats, and for example, Ember Spirit, they love it. But Western scenes, they don't pick it. And the reason why they're not so terrifying is because they're losing to Fnatic, they're losing to Liquid, and those teams, before this event, you wouldn't think that they would be beating everybody, but they're just surprising everybody. And I don't think they were prepared for it.
Could you tell a little bit about preparation to international? How much hours a day you played? Which enemies did you choose to play with?
Okay. We started our boot camp at the beginning of June, maybe like June 12th, until the event. We were on the East Coast. We tried to practice with whoever we could. We played a lot with Liquid. We know them very well, and we showed it. We played a lot with Empire. We played with Alliance. A little bit with C9 and Navi. And a little bit with Fnatic. We did not practice. Oh, we played one game with, or one series with IG and I think DK as well. But our main partners were Liquid and Empire actually.
Okay, so you was satisfied by your preparation? Was it good enough?
I think our boot camp was good enough. The only thing I would change was maybe boot camp in either Europe or China. Probably Western Europe to play all those teams.
In North America, there are some rival Dota 2 and League of Legends, I think. Many fans of both games, so they have some problem with communication sometimes maybe. What's your opinion about League of Legends, and level of the development of the game?
I think League of Legends is, at least in North America, it's much larger. Every time, like, if you go to like a LAN cafe, every you see people playing games, most people are playing League of Legends. More people watch it, and in general, it's more known. As far as competitive, I think I don't know that much. I haven't played competitive. I've played a little bit, but only like pub games.
Yeah.
And I think there's, as far as North America, it's like the same. North America is behind everyone else in League of Legends as well.
Yeah,
so.
sure. But could you imagine that you can play League of Legends professionally, on professional level?
I think if I wanted to practice, maybe 6 months would be okay.
So you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What is your maximum on the international? To be honest, what place do you plan for you, and in which place will you satisfy?
I will be satisfied with at least top 8. I don't, honestly, I think we could get top 4 if we win every game today.
Yeah.
But if not, probably top 8 I would be happy with.
Top 8.
If we get bottom 8, I would be pretty upset, but it's okay.
What events do you like more? Events in foreign countries or in United States? Is it the fact that you play in the United States anyhow help you to play better?
At least at the event, with all the fans there, it'll be a lot of fun because, you know, everyone wants to cheer for the United States. But as far as the location, it doesn't really matter as long as we're not like jet lagged or something.
Yeah. So the last words to your supporters, to your fans, to your sponsors, maybe. I know there are a lot of fans of Navi United States in CIS community. So
thank you all for supporting. We are going to try our best to beat everybody. We showed a little bit of weakness today, but we want to win every game.
Yeah, okay, so good luck in the group stage, and I hope to see you in playoff with a good results.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.